Hello and welcome back to the Dolphin Radio Show, brought to you by a functional internet connection. Today I am fortunate enough not only to be back online, but to have a special guest with me today. The one, the only, Bobb himself.
Yay.
Bobb is nobody in particular, just a very good friend of mine who's agreed to come along and help me fill out space of an afternoon hour with commentary and jokes for your entertainment value. And welcome to the show, Bobb.
Hello.
And also with us today, we've got Chairview. And if anybody else wants to jump in the chat with us, it's just going to be an interesting stream. We're talking about Trump. Trump. What are your ideas on Trump, Bobb?
Oh boy, I think he intends well.
Mm-hmm.
I think he means well.
Yeah.
I think you just gotta. I'm gonna reserve judgment.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a shot and see what happens.
Now that he's elected, you're gonna give him a shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
I have a list of stuff.
Kind of in a position to do. You got him for the next 4 years anyway.
At least.
Yeah. Okay, I have a list of stuff that he's done so far.
All right. No, this is going to be great because Bobb and I were talking about this earlier.
Okay, so multi-pronged order on border security and immigration enforcement, including, this was today, the authorization of the wall. He's apparently really doing it. The stripping of federal grant money to sanctuary cities, hiring 5,000 more border patrol agents, ending the catch and release policies for illegal immigrants, and reinstating immigration enforcement. And then he's done the Key Line and Dakota Access pipelines, the Mexico City policy, which is the funding for international groups that perform abortions. He's got rid of he's withdrawal for the TPP already. Let's see, Obamacare. And the next one apparently is to ban 120-day suspension to ban people from Syria, Somalia, Iraq, Iran, Libya, Sudan, and Yemen.
He's been busy.
Yeah.
Yep, very.
And he's basically told all the government people don't talk to the media for like X amount of time until he figures everything out, he said.
I thought that was just the EPA.
Not sure. I haven't looked up exactly the details on that one, but I heard that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of just standard procedure for anything.
Yeah,
Like
until policies get finalized.
You know, I'm sorry, but if we elected anybody who was just, hey, what do you think about Syria? I don't know, bomb them. No, you're gonna look. We don't need to know right away. Think about it. Get back to us with a really well thought out solution.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Or then you got like Trudeau, who's like, let them all in.
I love everybody.
Yeah.
Mattis, who went right out the door with 92 airstrikes over the weekend.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Mattis was busy too.
Oh, dude. Did you notice that all the Mattis jokes that are coming out are recycled Chuck Norris jokes?
Pretty
They've
much.
been in the veteran community for years.
Okay.
Mattis is a god among vets.
As far as my opinion
some
on
of those memes have been circulating for ages already.
As far as my opinion so far, though, right? Okay, my opinion so far, like, okay, the TPP is a horrible thing and should be gotten rid of anyway.
Yeah.
NAFTA renegotiations, they make sense too, even for Canada especially.
No, I just said get rid of NAFTA.
Yeah, they're probably going to get rid of most of what's in there now.
Right.
Obamacare, he hasn't repealed anything yet. He just signed the order saying he's going to. So people can stop freaking out about that because it hasn't happened yet. Like, the thing about giving foreign aid to people who are pushing abortion, I get that, but I don't like the fact that some of these organizations who are getting this funding aren't going to be able to provide condoms either, but I don't understand why these countries can't pay for that shit themselves.
I'm all for cutting all foreign aid. Like, literally all foreign aid.
Well, the problem with that is you give foreign aid to another country when you need aid in, say, an ally in a war or some other issues. It helps them have people on
that's why
your
you
side,
set
right?
up an aid department and you run it like you say, okay, we're going to set aside $1 million or $1 billion in foreign aid, and other nation states can apply for that aid, and they have to show good cause and how each dollar is going to be spent and so forth and so on. We can still provide it, but it's going to be on a application case-by-case basis.
Oh,
I mean,
and
I think some is still necessary, but I mean, a severe reduction I think is in order.
oh, and you know the pipeline shit. Apparently, I heard on a video today that Trump owns like stock in the one company or whatever. He owns like $500,000 in stock in the one company. And basically, this company said initially that, oh yeah, all the stuff in the pipeline is going to be taken to a distribution thing, and it's going to be for local consumption only. And then they found out that they're actually shipping it out overseas, some of it, so it's not quite going to where they thought they were. I don't know, but like the truth behind this. But
most recent way they're trying to put a positive spin on that is that it's going to be American workers and American steel that builds the pipeline that ships the oil to foreign countries through our country.
Yeah, but you got to admit,
at least we're getting that.
Us being able to throw an export tax on foreign oil going to foreign countries, considering we make ourselves a middleman that collects a fee along the way, would basically be told. I think that's a good idea. That's a good way the government can generate money and then get, that's more tax cuts.
Fairly easy stream of revenue.
Yeah. I mean, set up your own streams of revenue, government.
Yeah. Well, currently Canada is sending you guys some oil and some nuclear energy and for power use only. I don't know exactly how much, but we send you some. I know that. But like, as far as saying, oh, we're shipping it overseas, it's like.
Yeah, but we give you guys a cut on food.
But doesn't shipping some oil overseas make U.S. some money?
Yeah. That's why I would agree that is a good use of that oil.
It all depends how much they're
we should
shipping.
be going electric cars soon anyway.
It depends how much they're shipping. That's all. Is it half? Is it less than half? What is the amount? Right?
I mean, this is only one pipeline of thousands that cross our country anyway.
And here's what you got to understand about pipelines is when they're not employed, trucks are employed.
Trains.
But do you think that's a conflict of interest, though, him owning a huge percentage of the company? I mean, let's look at 9/11, right? What's his face owned?
A percentage of the company? You'd have to pull up his stock portfolio and show that.
I'll look it up. Because he had 9/11 when what's his name was part owner in Halliburton, and he made money off that shit too. So
you know what? Smart men make money where there's money to be made.
No, I know, but when you're president, is that an issue? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he's not. He doesn't have a conflict of interest. He signed his stuff over to his son.
Okay, let's see. This was posted. They had this last year on Forbes. Okay, they had this article about the. Hold on, stupid ad pop-up thing.
Yeah, it may be immoral, dude, but it's not unconstitutional. It's not illegal, and it's actually a very smart move as a business person. Look, here's the bottom line, and you'll hear this over and over from people that know what they're talking about. Buy low, sell high, and if you know something's about to go up, buy it.
Here's the thing the media is not reporting. CNBC reported this last month, right? No one's reporting it now, though, obviously, because they're fake news bullshit. I just read that he sold his stake in the Dakota Access Pipeline. So he does.
So he already planned on it.
Yeah. This was December 5th, okay, and it says that he had like a 3.8. He owned between $15,000 and $50,000 of Energy Transfer Partner stock, and he sold it, so he doesn't own that anymore. So they can shut up about that. Yeah, so Trump kind of was smart about it, So whoever I have to find that video again that I watched today and correct them and be like, "You're wrong."
That's half the fun.
In November, they said that he owned it, but in December, they said he didn't. So, see this other Huffington Post. Trump sourced the Dakota Access Pipeline. Did we mention he's invested in it? It's like not anymore. And that's why he said I don't have a conflict of interest, because he already knew that he sold it and that they wouldn't be able to dig up anything on him.
And he's just letting them bury themselves. He's not coming out and saying that he sold it.
But it's
not a conflict of interest, and he's letting them screw themselves over.
Is it just me though, or does Trump look miserable in his new job? Like,
yeah, he already from inauguration on, he did not look like he was very happy.
Like,
or he was trying to get down to business.
It really makes me wonder what's in that secret portfolio that they show the president when he becomes president, right?
It
makes me wonder.
The Kennedy assassination from a whole new angle.
Yeah, maybe there's something about the Kennedy assassination, or maybe it's like aliens did come and they're helping rule the government, and he's like, "Oh,
no, what they explain is how money works," and he's like, "Yeah, I already know, and I'm going to kill it." You know what's funny is
his wife looks miserable too.
I've heard a lot of the Antifa group and all those crazy super left liberals who are screaming for communism talk about things like how crap, I lost my train of thought.
Richard Spencer thinks that the alt-right is now in a civil war with the Antifa people.
Yeah, the Antifa people are kind of crazy.
They are. But so are some of the white nationalists. The white nationalist guys are kind of crazy, too.
I'm sorry, I'm looking up these really awesome memes that are coming out.
Yeah, that's a good thing about this election so far. All the memes.
That's a beautiful meme. No, this has been like the year of the meme, I swear. I
already got in an argument with someone.
What was that?
I already got in an argument with someone today over the Richard Spencer thing. Trying to defend the white nationalist thing, and I'm just like, whatever.
I try not to get in arguments. I try to just ask questions and then Me
too.
Try and lead out conclusions and figure out why people think the way that they do.
Yep. I know. It's just like there's so much division now after this election. It's crazy.
Yeah, and that's what I don't like about it. That's the only, bad thing about it. It's been terribly entertaining. I mean, don't get me wrong. I haven't had more fun in 8 years, it feels like.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of division, and I'm not fond of it.
Especially when it's all...
My friends, the night before the election, actually it was the day before the election, the day before we all went and voted, I think it was about November 7th, I posted something to all my friends that said, regardless of the outcome, you will not hear me boasting or commiserating in the public sphere. And I will accept whatever the results are.
Well, because it's all white this and black this and left this and right this, and it's just like,
Yeah, I'm sorry. If you gotta put a descriptive before the word people, then you might be an ist of some kind.
Well, that's what the immigration thing, right? Okay, I don't have a problem with people immigrating to the country, even if they're of a different culture, and they can bring some of that culture with them if they wish. But okay, let's say you pick a country to move to. Okay, you say I'm going to go to the United States. Well, you should pick the United States because of their values, not to come here and impose your own. You know what I mean? You should choose a country to come to because you like what it stands for. And that's where I see it too. And like, Trump is only talking about illegals. He's not talking about people who are here legally.
There's people from all over the world too, and he wasn't referring to just Mexico.
Right.
I know.
It's funny how all the people that are like, if Trump's elected, I'm moving to Canada. Yeah? What's wrong with Mexico? How about some Tijuana, baby? It's fun, right? You went there for the weekend. You know that place, right?
All these women at their march, right? All the women at their march who are like, oh, illegal immigrants can't rent the place. It's like, yeah, they're illegal. Like, let's give illegal immigrants rights. And it's like, no, let's not. Let's make them go through the process of becoming illegal. Like, I believe that the illegal people shouldn't be just kicked out. That they should be given an opportunity to become a legal citizen if they choose.
I agree. I think we should put a 1 year deadline. If you even put your paperwork in to become a legal citizen by 1 year from a particular date, then you get your ass thrown out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with the wall thing, Mexico's president now say he might pull out of negotiations with Trump. I don't know, but I wish he'd make up his mind.
If they're in the country illegally, immigrant rights are to be safely returned to their country of origin. I can agree with that.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why people think like Trump's going to personally come door to door and be like, you're fired, get your stuff, get out.
And TJ Kirk just said, it's comical to me that any of you still believe that Hillary and Trump are anything but two puppets controlled by the same master.
Oh, come on, man. No, that was why. Look, that is apocryphal from the fact that everybody hated Trump. All the establishment, the entire establishment hated Trump. You know why? Because he's not controlled by any of those same masters. He's completely independent.
Yep.
How do you feel on that, Bob?
He works next to him. He doesn't work under him.
I think that's a good way of putting it.
I don't think he wasn't controlled, but he was doing some controlling and manipulating of some things on his own.
Mm-hmm.
He was running his own scheme.
Yeah,
Well,
I think he's kind of settled in with his money. He's like, all right, I got the money, I got the legacy, it's huge. You should see my hotels, they're huge. I got all these buildings, they're huge. I got my name on each and every one of them. It's huge, it's sparkling, it's gold trimmed, it's got lights behind it. You know what I don't have? My name's not on history yet. That's the next step. See, that's how people like Trump think. He's not thinking, I'm going to turn this into money. He has money. Doesn't need the money. He's not concerned with the money. At this point, he's trying to stamp Trump right across the great moments in history.
I mean, he wants to be the greatest president that ever lived.
I think he passionately wants to do that. He wants to be remembered as one of the great humans of all time.
Can we please, though, not associate anything gold color with Trump, though?
Gold colored? Why not?
Urine.
Did you see Milo, dude?
No, not yet. Why? Is he all
Somebody just threw out a meme of him standing in front of the wall saying, if we build it, they will leave.
During the women's march, during the women's thing, I guess there's a guy standing outside Chipotle with a sign that says, "Why is guac extra?"
Guac?
He was standing outside of Chipotle
Yeah, guacamole
during
at
the
Chipotle.
women's march with a sign that said, "Why is guac extra?"
Hey, Wrath, are you in here? I'm sorry, I haven't been looking at the chat.
Awesome.
I think Wrath might be in the chat. Let me see.
Yeah, there were.
Got 0 watching.
You know,
Actually, I don't even see where it's how many watching. I guess that means 0 watching. Oh, yeah, I got you.
But it's like people used to say that you know, the left wing and the right wing are part of the same bird.
I like that.
That's a good one. Yeah, I don't know. I think Trump's going to be an outlier. I don't think, because he's obviously, you know, I don't think he's really a right winger. I think he's like classical liberal.
Yeah. Oh, and apparently the pipeline.
He wants to be a man of the people. He wants everybody to love him. He wants more love than he gets hate. He's not a.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a terrible person. He's just very, very much wants his name stamped across history, and he doesn't just want it to say Trump. He wants it to say Trump, you know, in gold with lights behind it, diamond trimming.
Oh, apparently the Canadian oil pipeline just spilled 200,000 liters on Aboriginal land.
Yay!
So
I'm sure that was a completely coincidental accident, and it has nothing to do with the recent signing by Trump at all.
Definitely creating some jobs. I'm sorry. It is a terrible disaster. It's very, very unfortunate. And every time this thing goes off, it's bad.
Yep.
But it's, you know, certain things, I do agree with certain levels of regulation.
I am noticing at the speech today.
Society.
I'm noticing at the speech today that Trump's hair color is like three different colors right now. It's like black at the back and gray at the sides and orange on top.
Yeah, after that campaign, I can see him. I can see him a little shaken up.
No, I think he's just given up on dyeing the hair, maintaining the hair color. I think he's just gonna let it go gray, like Obama did.
Well, you know, Obama did gain a certain level of dignified older gentleman look with that.
Yeah, but it's got to make you think.
I got to say, as far as presidents leaving the White House, Obama is one of the best looking.
Well, you got to think that there's got to be something that they're telling these presidents to make them so stressed out when they leave.
I mean, in 8 years, it looks like they've aged 2 decades.
That's what I mean. There's got to be some information that they got to keep secret that drives them insane. I don't know. Maybe they get told.
Hours that I can't imagine how much sleep that they actually get.
Maybe they're like, every day you got to give up some of your blood to the lizard overlord. You know? I don't know.
Oh man, look, this is not the Alex Jones show.
Yeah,
it's the Dolphin Radio Show. We don't.
No,
talk
I know. I don't
nonsense
believe.
on
No,
this
no, don't worry. I don't believe any of that bullshit. I'm just saying.
Still entertaining.
Oh yeah, I love to watch Alex rant. He is an entertaining human being.
Yeah.
I really enjoy watching him bounce around.
Oh, you know where I saw that video? This should tell you why that information was inaccurate. That video I saw about the pipeline interest that Trump had, the Young Turks. That's why.
Oh, that explains it.
Of course! Of course.
No, the title of the video by the Young Turks was Crooked Trump. You know.
They tried so hard. They were like, we used to be on the edge of the meme war. What happened?
So he's like,
meme.
So you called you called Hillary crooked because of her connections with the oil industry. Do you think that Trump owning this big thing of this oil pipeline doesn't make him crooked? And it's like, I should go on there. I should make a video about this and be like, hey, Jank, I'm gonna sound like atheism is unstoppable for a second, but I'm gonna be like, hey, you big brown buffalo, you know, you're wrong. I'm gonna have to do that, I think, because it's bullshit, you know. Yeah, so I don't know.
Oh man, I swear the Anna memes need to start happening now. Come on, internet, do your thing. Entertain me with Anna memes. Just whatever you got. I saw somebody put her face on Medusa today. It was beautiful.
I know, I saw that.
That was definitely a good one.
I emailed a couple SEO experts today to ask them why my revenue is still going down, and it's pissing me off. YouTube, you suck.
I don't even know what my revenue. I could probably look at it and it'd be like $2.50 lifetime. Yes.
No, I think it's like
I hit a record.
No, I think my issue is the amount of watch time per video or something.
Oh wow.
Probably.
Polls have changed.
Oh my god, I went to look at this meme that they had posted here, and I clicked on view image on intheredis.com, and it says this account has been suspended.
This what?
Their account got suspended for posting a meme about Anna Kasparian. Like, give me a break. I know. Of course not. You're not allowed to hate her.
Well, I don't really think that it's I don't know. I see it as kind of counterproductive to be just a full-on shitlord.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it helps once in a while to break the whole monotony of it, I guess. I just don't see it as productive. I don't know. I find it terribly entertaining.
The same person posted another meme that's like a Valentine with the Anna Kasparian's face on it, and it says, you make me want to lay in the woods and do shrooms with you. Yeah.
Oh, no, she doesn't do that. No, she like does it in the car on the way to work.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's the only way they can get her to calm down enough on those angry stories she does.
Oh, she's definitely an SCW. Like, she's definitely like.
Yeah, she came out and showed her true colors. They're like the network of hate now. But I mean, they kind of always were. If you go back through their old stuff, you're like, wait a second. They were better at hiding it back then.
Yeah.
I noticed that they use a lot of.
Okay, here you go. Here's a good one.
What?
I got a meme on the screen. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got a meme on my screen. And
I thought you were telling me you couldn't hear me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Keep bouncing between screens.
Uses ad hominem attacks. I make a point to reply to as many rational, logical, have reasonable viewers as possible. Yeah.
What?
She's just, I don't know, like, the other girl that they hired is even worse than her, though, so. She just hasn't
Yeah, and the new guy I heard is they got another white guy.
There's two. There's an old guy with the beard, and he's an idiot. And then there's that other younger guy that they hired. But, yeah. I know, Anna Kasparian is just, ugh.
I wonder how much longer she has, because, you know, people drop off of that network pretty
yeah, I know.
pretty efficiently.
It's just like, she's so good looking. No, you're not. You know, she thinks she is, but she's totally not.
Oh my goodness, BuzzFeed is telling me that Donald Trump is leading America in the wrong direction.
Oh, you think so? We'll see.
That?
BuzzFeed, dude, that's more trustworthy than.
Yep. Oh, I saw some of the SNL stuff from last Saturday, and it was actually pretty funny.
What?
They did a lot more Trump shit on SNL last Saturday, and it was actually pretty funny.
Oh, okay. I've got to look it up. You know what my favorite part about 2016 is, by the way? I was talking about this with my family the other day.
No.
The best thing about 2016, if you really, really, really think about it, was all the sudden changes in television right after the election. Like the SNL skits just being like, who wrote that in 5 minutes?
Okay, so they're making fun of the press conference. They're making fun of the press conference, and they get up there and go. They had the lady get up there in front of the table and go, in a really monotone Jewish voice. She's like, "I'm Donald Trump's lawyer," and she's like, "Look at all these papers here. You know, it proves that he's got his taxes in order and everything." And then she picks them up and she's like, "Oh yeah, they're fake. Sorry, you know." And they're just making fun of that whole thing where he's like, "Hi, I'm from BuzzFeed." He's like, "No, you're fake news," you know. Just totally making fun of that and everything, and it was pretty funny. But like Aziz Ansari went on a rant about like this lowercase KKK movement. Give me a fucking break.
I have to find out who this Aziz are. I mean, I know who he is, but I have to go find this video that he made. Everyone seems to be talking about it.
It's the monologue from. It's the monologue from SNL last week. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Chris Brown took a shot at. He's from Parks and Rec, but yeah. Chris Brown is dissing him now too, and like, you know. Okay, here's what he said. Okay, he goes, "I'm sure there's some people that have different political priorities. I'm sure there's some people that voted for him with reservations. I'm sure there's a lot of people that voted for Trump the same way a lot of people listen to the music of Chris Brown. It's like, hey man, I'm just here for the tunes. I don't know about that other stuff. I just like the dancing and the music. I don't condone the extracurriculars." If you think about it, Donald Trump is basically the Chris Brown of politics, and "Make America Great Again" is "These hoes ain't loyal." And here's what Chris Brown wrote. He said, "Fuck no, someone tell Aladdin to hop off my dick." But anyway, yeah. So after Chris Brown was called, you know, compared to Donald Trump, he compared Aziz Ansari to Aladdin. Like, what the actual hell? You know, what's going on? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like these guys. What's the name of the law? That whenever you call somebody Hitler, you immediately lost the argument.
Yeah.
You're conceding.
Let's compare him to a spousal abuser, right? Because we all know that Trump beats his wife, right? That's the only thing that kind of pisses me off, you know? When they show all the shit, and it's just like, ugh. You can't trust any media anymore at all, you know? Before you listen to a media outlet, you gotta say, okay, what's their bias? Which way do they lean? You know?
You've got to get it from 10 different sources and then kind of piece it all together to get one coherent story.
Yeah, because like even Alex Jones has his biases, right? So you're just like, ugh.
No.
Really? I wouldn't think that. I mean,
I know, right? Well, especially
It's
people
not
like
he's hawking water filters or something.
you know, and then you got like what? Who else is alternative media? You got Gavin McInnes. He's definitely biased.
Yeah, I'll give you that. He's Canadian though, isn't he? So.
Yeah, but he,
I'm
I
sorry,
don't know if
man.
he lives in Canada anymore.
Every
I think
chance to get.
he lives in the States though. He's originally Canadian. I know that much because he's got a lot of American guests that are always on there. So I think his show itself is American, but I think he's Canadian. Then you have oh, there's a bunch of other ones. Not McGinnis. There's another guy. Crowder. You know, you got Crowder. You got Stefan Molyneux, and some of his stuff makes sense now, but I still don't like him very much. I don't know.
I think pretty much all of them are biased. I mean, you're not going to get anything. Nobody is going to put out a news show that's boring. It doesn't happen. And the problem is nobody's going to watch it. If you could have just straight information given to you versus a spin on it, the majority of people are going to take the spin. Whether they'll admit to it or not, if you actually put them in front and see which one they choose, they're going to take the spin every time. The one that makes them feel better about having their ideas because somebody's backing them up.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not willing to listen to things that you may not agree with, then you might not figure anything out. For Christ's sake, I used to be liberal. Really liberal.
True story.
Yeah. Yeah, Bob's known me for a long time.
Well, I got a story with the liberals. Okay, I go over to the variety store across the street today. I'm talking to the girls in there, like I'm friendly with them or whatever. We're talking about Trump, and then we were talking about Trudeau, and she goes, "You know, I don't like someone went to go to Habitat for Humanity and get a home made for them, and then they were told no, you can't get this home because it's for the foreigners." That's the way she worded it. The foreigners.
Foreigners?
Yeah, the foreigners.
Yeah, it's just a southern slang for poor ones.
No, but that just sounds so
It's
racist.
somebody creating a contraction that doesn't exist. I mean, it's kind of like bay.
I know, but I'm just like, that just sounds so racist when that came out of her mouth. I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
It's for the porns. I don't think that's racist.
The foreign
maybe bigoted towards low-income people.
Foreigners with an F.
Oh, foreigners.
Yeah. Not foreigners, but foreigners. Yeah.
That's for the foreigners.
But it's basically, because
I could see it as being xenophobic, but not racist.
I know. Well, Canada has
I like using precise definitions and precisely defined words.
Well, Canada decided to let in 75,000 Yemen refugees or whatever, so they have to have a place for them to live.
Oh, don't worry. They'll find boxes in the street.
The problem is the jobs. Like, there aren't jobs available to give these people, so I don't know what they're planning to do. More welfare recipients. It's like, I'm on the system. I don't want to be, so I hate all these people that want to be on the system. I'm like, it's not that great.
No, they're gonna sell them giant patches of permafrost.
Like, that's why I'm trying to move to a different city where I could possibly find some work. So.
Why don't you just I would say move to Chicago, but no, don't do that.
No,
not the best place to.
Why don't you just
I'm not leaving
for a visa?
I'm not leaving the country.
Why not? All the good jobs are here.
Because the insurance rates
They're gonna be.
Because the insurance rates for somebody with an existing condition are crazy. So.
Yeah, that's true.
It depends on your. But
that's
really nice insurance plans through the right employers, though.
No, but that's pretty much because pretty soon I won't be able to work at all, so I kind of don't have that option to just do whatever, right? And that's part of the reason is financial reasons, but I also don't have a passport. I've never.
What you would need to find then, if you were looking for a job in this country, would be an employer that's like a union-based employment.
Yeah, I know.
Because if you got union-based employment, 9 times out of 10, they haggled away your pay for really good insurance.
No, but within a few years, my condition is going to progress a little bit, and I'll be able to do less. So it's hard to say to and it's hard now to say to employer, I'd be like, oh yeah, by the way, I might miss a few weeks in the wintertime because if weather's too bad, I can't get down there.
Oh, find an online employer.
Yeah, working on it. I'm looking around. I'm looking at my options. There's one place here that's like work from home telemarketing, but they wouldn't hire me, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, you have to do a couple months in the office, I think, for that.
Well, no, they let you do it from home right away. It's just like my resume, unfortunately, has a few holes in it. It's got like this 2 or 3 year gap in it because I wasn't able to work for a certain period of time. So, medical stuff and whatever. So it's just like, it's annoying explaining that a million times to everybody, you know.
No, I get it. I mean, this way.
No, I literally put on there though, so it's clear. I'm like, the reason for the gap in my resume is because of medical reasons. Blah blah blah. You know. And I'm looking at it online, and that's why, like, you know, YouTube, I thought maybe could help me earn a couple $100 a month to help me survive, but apparently not.
No. You can't care about the money if you're gonna.
Because my AdSense has been sitting.
Content on here.
My AdSense has been sitting there under $100 for like 2 months now, and the amount hasn't changed. And I'm like, something's going on with my Google account. Like, I think what's happening is YouTube isn't demonetizing the videos, but they're choosing not to put ads on certain videos without telling me. You know, I think that's what's happening. The tags, I think anything controversial, anything slightly controversial, I think they're going to, like, you know, like if I have Islam in the title or the description, I bet they're going to not give me money for that, you know. I don't know. I need to get like an Amazon affiliate deal or something, you know.
Hey, do you guys want to switch the conversation over to games?
Yeah, if you want.
All right. So last week when we had our internet shortage, by the way, for those of you who were expecting us last week, we had an internet outage at 6:30 and the show starts at 7, so it was really obnoxious. And I was supposed to have American Anarchist on for an Outside the Wheelhouse episode talking about games.
Yeah.
Right. And so I sent him a tweet this morning, and he just now got back to me and said, "Do you want to start late so we can switch the conversation over to games?" Yeah. And remember that the Outside the Wheelhouse is basically we're not talking about feminism, politics, anything like that. It's stick to the subject, and remember that everybody, whether you agree with them or not, is in fact a human being who has things that they love and things that they hate.
Do you really have that many disagreements about games that it comes to blows or something?
No. It's look. All right. So American Anarchist is a feminist.
Oh, okay.
We're not.
I know.
And in fact, we're what you call anti-feminist. So
no. But
this was Outside the Wheelhouse is a concept where we bring in people from all over: anti-feminist, feminist, communist, capitalist, whatever, you know, and just talk about something that's really outside your wheelhouse.
Okay, yeah.
And I've been talking to American Anarchist and was going to bring him in to talk about games.
Well, that's what I'm saying is, like, talking about games with a feminist, I don't see there be too many issues to fight over, unless he's like, unless he's like, Going Home was an amazing game, and then you disagree on that, but you know.
No, but I was really excited about it because one of my favorite topics is games.
Yeah, it's cool.
Huge fan of
like that's kind of outside my wheelhouse too because I don't play them that often. So you know.
Oh, I like Assassin's Creed. I'm a console gamer.
Yeah. I
know it's lame, but the only games I play on the computer are things like Rome Total War or something like that.
Computer Master Race.
Yeah, I do the keyboard and mouse thing all day at work. I don't want to come home and do that as a video. I want something that I can hold in my hand and feel like I'm flying.
See, I find the benefit to computer games on the computer. Sometimes you can fix glitches, but I also find it hard because if you don't meet the system requirements, you know.
Well, I went ahead and I sent him the link.
Like with consoles, you don't have to worry about system requirements and all that crap.
Right.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have told you guys he was coming on until I'd actually gotten a backup from him.
Did you hear? Oh, okay. This is really. I'm not going to go into the feminist angle by it, but apparently Ashley Judd in her TED talk took a stab at the gaming industry again. You know.
Man. Sorry, that's inside the wheelhouse.
Yeah, I know.
We're gonna keep it outside the wheelhouse, whether or not he shows up.
I don't know. Gamergate's kind of bullshit. So
Yeah, gamer. I don't want to hear about gamer.
Do some
You know
things
what's funny?
to get
Yep.
actual account in.
Let's see. There are a few games that I was looking into. They're all PC, though, so I don't know. There's a game called Soma that looks pretty good that I want to try, but
I'm sorry. I apologize about being complicated. This is the wrong profile. However, my face is public
that's
anyway, so
cool.
Yeah, I mean, we're not here to dox, even though I've already doxed myself. Like,
Yeah, but that was only to a few people, not your whole audience, so that's okay.
well, no, I mean not to my whole audience. I've just
On
doxed
Twitter.
myself in several different ways. I mean, a lot of people know who I am, just because I've connected with people originally through Facebook.
Like, as far as console games, okay, I want to save up money to get the new Nintendo because Xeno, whatever it's called, that game looks pretty cool, and also I really want to play the new Zelda game and see how it is.
Oh, that looks so good. I just don't want to buy a new console to play it.
I know, and
Yeah.
it's $300 to start.
They'll save the really awesome game that everyone's been waiting on forever to put it on a totally new console, just so that everyone has to go out and buy the console.
Well, I mean, and Mario looks okay. I'm not a big fan of those Mario games that much, though. I mean, it reminds me of Mario 64 too much, you know. But the other one that looks cool is I forget what it's called.
So what kind of games do you usually go for, Anarchist? You there?
Nope.
I think we just lost him.
Yeah, he dropped out. He'll probably be back, I'm sure.
All right.
The other one that looked fun, Mario Kart looks pretty good too. So I don't know. The new Mario Kart.
Mario Kart?
Yep.
I don't know. I haven't, like, my kids play the, what is it, the Skylanders games?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
From time to time, and they recently got into the Lego one that cost a fortune to, like, get a level.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a new one coming out. I forget which one it was, but they're having the same thing with the little figurines and all that stuff. Which is kind of cool, but then that's just a way for them to make more money where they charge you extra for the figurines, right?
Well, I mean, the Lego thing is even worse, because, I mean,
Lego's always been...
You get, like, one level with the game.
Yeah. Lego has always been expensive, though. Like, even when it wasn't video games.
Yeah, it's just so proprietary. If you want to play an entire game and see an entire storyline and open all the levels, then you literally have to collect them all.
Yeah.
And
Are you talking about the Lego games?
At the
Yeah.
cheapest?
Yeah, we're talking like the Lego Skylander kind of game, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have as much experience with those in recent years. However, I used to play them when I was younger. I mean, a lot of the games I play are like very open world games. As you can see, the picture on here is a Khajiit.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be bringing Skyrim into the Nintendo Switch. That'll be cool.
Yeah. Well, I
Fire
mean, I've already played the remastered on, or the special edition on the PS4.
Nice. Like Fire Emblem looks pretty cool too. And the one you're talking about, I think that they're gonna be doing is Lego City Undercover. I don't know.
You guys are making me feel really old. Like I was thinking we were going to be talking about how Final Fantasy VII changed the gaming industry, and you guys have probably never even seen it.
Dude, Final Fantasy is my shit.
Oh,
Nice.
mine is personally Assassin's Creed, and I really liked Mass Effect until the third one, and I was so excited for the
They're
third
coming
one.
out with a fourth.
Oh yeah, I know. I heard.
Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm still gonna pick it up.
Yeah,
I'll still play it, but I'm not holding my breath over it either.
yeah, they got me with 1 and 2. I'm gonna get suckered into 4, even though they screwed me on 3.
Well, I mean, I personally didn't really have like. I know that a lot of like Mass Effect fans have this like hatred for 3.
Yeah.
I personally didn't. I thought that the gameplay was good. However, I do think Mass Effect 2 was better in that it is kind of a letdown, like as a sequel.
It was the third ending they had the problem with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, I think there was when they locked the ending behind the DLC.
Yep. And I've never played.
That was
Oh, I never played the DLC for it.
Yeah, that was what really aggravated me about it. I was
you had to get the DLC to get the so you had to get the DLC in order to get the real ending.
Oh, that's grimy.
I know.
Well, yeah, that was a very scummy move from EA. I mean, EA is known for really scummy gaming moves.
Yeah, but you know what's the funny part is they always release the biggest hits. Why do they need to pull crap like that?
And this, by the way, this new Xenoblade game makes me want to buy the Switch as well. Like, I've never played Xenoblade games before, but it looks amazing.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Assassin's Creed games until they started, like, I don't know. Once they went, I think Black Flag, they turned.
It's become one of those like franchise games. I mean, I thought 3 was good, but yeah, I mean, so while 3 was good and all the other ones before then, I think 3 was like, for me, that was like the first one that started to seem like kind of generic, where I kind of saw it as like a franchise game.
Yeah, I could definitely see that, but on the same hand, rope darts.
And oh my god, though, that movie,
rope darts and tree limbs, dude. Do I need to say any more?
Yeah, but that movie makes you not want to play the games ever again.
I didn't see the movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Oh, it kind of ruins the experience of the games for you, so don't really watch it.
Oh,
I had hopes.
I'll probably still check it out, just so I can be let down.
Because the whole thing where he's being inside the, what's the stupid thing called? The
Animus?
Yeah, the Animus scenes are kind of dumb. It's just like,
when it comes to just generally with franchise games, the only reason people buy the new one most of the time is just because everybody else has it. Like, if you take a look at like Call of Duty, most of the time there's not a point to the next one. However, I mean, with Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3, you saw a little bit of a mechanical change, but like all of them before then, it was just kind of, you were basically getting the same game mechanically. There was nothing groundbreaking and new to the game, and most people probably weren't playing through the campaign. I played through the campaign from like the very first like PS2 Call of Duty games to like Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2, but then like Advanced Warfare, like, I mean, I never actually, like, after Black Ops 2, I just kind of thought, I felt a bit cheated on the story.
Oh my god.
On the campaign.
Hours I put into Modern Warfare 2 with this guy here.
God.
Wasted
Countless.
And then all of a sudden out comes Black Ops and these other ones, and you're just like,
I don't feel like starting over again.
Yeah. And then the server gets shut down and you're just like, son of a bitch.
By the way, am I sounding better than I was on that live stream you caught?
Much better. Is that a new mic?
No, it's just that I put the mic in a different device.
Oh, well.
Because the mic that I use is just my headset, and my headset actually has to be held together with duct tape, so the wire isn't connected in the best way.
Oh, I've had that set up before. Yeah, I got that one at Walmart.
Yeah, right now.
Tape at Walmart too. It was great.
Well, right now I have it in my phone.
Yeah.
Which means that I mean, I could actually even take the cord out and connect it to Bluetooth like I normally would do, but which is something that I can't do on the Kindle. Yeah. What about, I would have done that on the. Oh, sorry. Yep.
Sorry, go on. No, I have a game question in a second.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, the reason why the sound was bad, because I noticed that like after the stream, I'm like, wow, I keep cutting. Like I really do keep cutting out.
Yeah, you were in and out on that stream. I'm glad to hear it. I mean, when you first came on and you had the other avatar up, I was like, I hope that clears up. Because I don't have the best mic. I plan on getting a new one soon, but no, you definitely sound a lot better, and you should stick with your current setup for ongoing streams.
Well, yeah. I actually did a stream. In that stream, I basically just set it up so that it was streaming on the American Anarchist channel.
Yeah.
And then used this profile plugged into my phone to actually to actually talk through, and just the mic was muted on the other one.
Yeah.
Have you seen now that the guys behind Payday have this new Walking Dead game that they're going to be releasing?
A new
What?
Dead game?
It's a co-op. It's a online co-op Walking Dead game.
That sounds actually very
Yeah, it does.
interesting.
It seems
And it's
cool.
got the VR if you want it, which is kind of awesome.
Huh.
Good thing I can't afford VR.
How you
I
doing,
can't get an
bloody
Oculus
bud?
Rift either.
Well, you know, I'm living the
Oh.
dream.
Only VR for the rich.
I've seen that in the store.
I've seen that at the store with a 6-digit price.
Nice.
I don't think it's quite that expensive, but it's close.
No,
No, he was
it's a
counting the pennies,
5-digit
too.
price.
There's going to be a new Quake game that's similar to Overwatch in that it's got all these different playable characters and everything.
And this one's not going to be called Battleborn.
Quake Champions. Yeah.
You say
I like
Quake?
strategy
Oh,
games.
Quake Champions is just going to be Overwatch. Ugh.
No, it's going to be that type of game, but yeah.
Oh,
Quake
jeez.
Quake is definitely a back in the day game.
Oh, God, yeah.
Well, it's not too back in the day. A lot of people now play
No,
it.
the original Railgun, when everything was just polygons, yeah, that was a back-in-the-day game. That was
Well,
like
yeah, it's
the
like
height
early
of
90s.
graphic integrity, and you're
Yeah.
just like, oh my God, look at the detail.
Well, I mean, I wasn't even
textures.
alive in the early 90s. I mean, I'm a young blood.
What about Ghost?
Same
Ghost,
fam.
The new Ghost Recon game that looks amazing too.
Oh, Wildlands? Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks pretty good. There's a new game coming out that's like a zombie game. It's called like what the hell's it called? I just watched the trailer for it last night, but it's like you're like running around. It's like all these running zombies, and like the preview is like this dude running around. He's like setting up traps and shit for him. It's really cool. I cannot remember for the life of me what it's called though. I will look it up here in a second.
And we're still waiting on South Park because they were supposed to release that already, and I don't know if they have. I don't think they have they?
You know,
No,
the
it got
South Park-
delayed a couple months.
Damn it.
The original South Park game was completely broken.
South Park, the Stick of Truth.
Yeah, the Stick of Truth completely
I managed
broken.
to play all the way through it.
I mean, if you want to play it all the way through, it's very simple. Just go to the bar early on, get the darts, and never look back. I'm not kidding. They're like the ultimate game-ending weapon.
I guess they were decent.
I mean, if you want a game that you're gonna pour like hours into, like on single player, like you don't, if you're like a loser like me and you don't play online, no, Morrowind. Back in the day, like
No.
2001, Morrowind.
I had that on a console, and it took 5 minutes between loading screens, and you could like be running through the wilderness, and boom, loading screen.
You can't
Well,
play
yeah,
that.
oh,
Today,
especially
though.
if you-
That's like that's one of those games that age very poorly. Like it looks like crap, and it takes forever to load everything.
I still play it.
You have more patience than me, friend.
I did
Hell,
have all
I
the
don't even
DLCs.
have a PC, so I play it on the Xbox.
You have even more patience than me, my friend.
But I mean, especially if you have the Boots of Blinding Speed, like there's a lot of loading screens, as you mentioned.
Yeah,
Best part of the South Park
every
game
time
was the man bear pig. Yep.
I don't know. I thought the sex scene with your mom and dad was pretty funny because you got an achievement if you
Oh,
sat
yeah,
there
yeah.
for 60 seconds.
You gotta watch them have sex. Yeah.
Yep. It was a really funny achievement though. You like sat there for 60 seconds. I forgot what the name was, but it was basically like you're a nasty son of a bitch. You know that?
Oh, they're gonna be doing it Last of Us Part 2. That'll be amazing.
Oh, Last
Did you
of Us
not
was-
watch E3 or the Gamescom conventions?
No, I'm looking at the thing right now, the list of games that they were talking about.
You definitely need to look at Gamescom and E3 every single year.
Why? I don't
However,
own a
I can-
console, and my computer's not good enough to play new games, so I don't know.
Oh,
That's the only
build a new one,
problem.
I mean, there's a few games that you should probably just get a PS4 and Xbox One for. There's a lot of good games coming out.
I know.
Resident Evil 7 just dropped today. I'm gonna play that here in a little bit.
I already watched the full playthrough, so I kind of know everything already.
It looks interesting.
It is. It's pretty good. And then I see all these but I'm watching Repsion play it or whatever. And you know, if you played the other games, you kind of know what some of the puzzles are going to be, right? And all the chat's yelling at him, do this, do this, do this, and he's just not fucking listening. And you're like, God damn it.
Oh, he was live streaming it?
Yeah. I don't think he finished it. He played for like 8.5 hours or something. But
I don't know. I think that there are some games that just don't translate over to the console at all.
Oh, the new Resident Evil is fantastic.
Like Total War.
Yeah.
Oh no, RTSs are horrible on the console unless it's like Halo Wars.
I mean, I think the closest anyone ever tries to go is Civ 5 or Sid Meier's games.
But
it was a Civ Revolution, and it was bad.
It was a bastardized version of Civ that they came out with on the Xbox.
They crippled it. They like took half the game away and then turned it into a cartoon adventure.
It was pretty bad.
My kids loved it.
Well, I mean, the PC always has a higher because it's like customizable. It always has a higher amount of power.
Yep. And
I like the Halo Wars. Halo Wars was really good. Halo Wars 2 is coming out.
We've got a second one coming out soon.
Yep,
Nice.
it comes out next month.
Metal Gear Survive. It looks terrible to me.
Oh, Metal Gear Survive is like a zombie game.
I know, but it looks terrible. It really does.
Well, if that was just called Survive, you wouldn't be saying that. It's just because it's a Metal Gear game.
No, it's not just because of that. Just the guy walking around just looks kind of
You must have not seen Metal Gear 5.
No, I
mean, I actually never got around to playing Metal Gear 5, but like from what I saw, it looked like an amazing game.
It was really good, dude. It was such a good game.
Well, let's hope that Red Dead Redemption can fix the glitches from the first game when they do another one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one too.
I hope it's not glitchy when they release it because they've had it.
They could.
What's that? You said Rockstar don't release a glitchy game. Your prayers will not be answered.
That's like asking.
In fact, they'll put in more glitches for you. Yeah.
That's like saying Bethesda don't release an incomplete game.
That's like saying Rockstar don't put sexual innuendos in your games.
Yeah.
That's like saying Rockstar don't release them to their GTA.
Yeah, Rockstar, don't put guns in your game. I mean, that's never.
There's only been one game that they made that didn't have a gun in it, and it was Bully.
Bully.
Yep. And technically, that still had guns in it because they had the slingshot.
I gotta get this Star Citizen game or whatever. Star Marine, whatever.
Star Citizen is like a million.
You can get sick playing that.
Well, it's got Mark Hamill, Gary Oldman, Gillian Anderson in it. So.
It's also been crowdfunded by 1 billion people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave. I was actually offered a beta invite, and I turned it down because it was like $50, and everybody, all the beta crew, they all paid $50 to get this beta invite, and I think they had a server with like 1.8 million people, and I think it was like 2 days or something like that. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a cash cow.
Yeah, which game was this?
Star Citizen.
I
was. I think I was actually in a. I was in a game of World of Warplanes, and one of my crew was telling us about it, like before matches and stuff. I liked the wargaming setup for a while, but I kind of fell off with that.
World of Warplanes. That's like World of Tanks, right?
Yeah, they came out with a World of Warships as well, and that one's pretty nice. But
World of War
started on World of Warplanes, and then they just stopped, and they were like, "No, we're not going to add anything useful to it.
It's World of War. Just please give up because I'm tired of listening about it."
Yeah.
That's like one of those games that was like promoted on internet, and then went to the like you had heard about it on the internet, and then like after like a year and a half of hearing about it, it finally got released to the general public on the TV because it like went over to Xbox or whatever, so everyone started playing it on Xbox.
It was pretty big. I mean, even before Xbox took it over.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was like one of those things that you had already heard about, and then it came to Xbox. What I'm really worried about is that DayZ is not going to come on to PS4, which is what they promised me for this, and that's why I got a PS4. Because I fucking love DayZ.
What about We Happy Few? Have you seen that one yet?
Yeah, We Happy Few looks good.
That's weird.
They have Well, it's like
You have to break into
Yeah.
people's homes and stuff.
you got to break into people's houses to solve like this mystery, and it's like procedurally generated and stuff.
Cool.
And then you have like there's this stuff called was it like joy or something like that you have to take
Yeah.
every so often.
Yep. And it makes you go insane. Yeah.
All right, so before we go ahead and call the show to a halt, top games, everybody, all time greatest game. You get one answer. All right.
Oh God.
Oh, one.
We'll start with Pod.
God damn it! Why me, you piece of shit?
Because I like making you feel nervous.
God damn it! Fuck.
That's not a game, son. Chair,
no.
you're up.
No, but it's really fun to play.
What?
Yeah, I agree.
Hold on. I gotta find out which one this is. Hold on.
Oh my goodness.
No, I gotta find out which chapter of the game it is.
I'll tell you what, my
It's
favorite.
called Pong. It's not.
Pong. It's called.
I'm old enough
called
to know
Wacky
what
Kart
it is
Races, man.
because
Come
I
on.
played it.
King's Quest 6.
Jesus.
Ooh, that's a good one.
No, it's not.
Yes, I love that
King
game.
Quest 4 is much better.
Graphics are awful.
It doesn't matter
All
about
right.
the graphics.
All right.
Content.
Hey, let's hear it.
I'd
Me?
probably go. He said AA.
Oh.
So don't worry. I'd probably have to say Mass Effect 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice choice.
That's a pretty good one.
Yes, very good one.
I'm gonna pick 2 because I'm a piece of shit.
No. You know what? I'm gonna come back to you in that case. Bob himself.
I'm gonna go with Final Fantasy VII. I don't think I put more hours into any other game than that one.
Damn.
I'm on board with that. That's pretty cool.
It is easy to waste your life in Final Fantasy 7.
Yes, it is. I actually spent probably, I want to say 10% of the time that I spent playing the game later in life trying to install the patches that would bring it up to speed on the graphics, just so I could do that. Never did get.
Well, I mean, if you ever want to get like impatient with a game, like if you're one of those people who can't handle Morrowind, Daggerfall would be a bigger pain in the ass. However,
Jesus Christ, don't bring up that nightmare.
I could actually play it like all day, like if I wanted to.
All right, so Pod, have you come
Yes.
down to one game yet?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go Shadow of the Colossus. It's probably the one I had most fun with as a kid. It was really good.
Yeah,
Beautiful looking
I
game for the
second
time.
that.
Yeah.
I second that. It was a great game.
Lots of quick time events, you know.
There was no quick time events in it.
No, I thought it was kind of like it was more like God of War, where it was like all these quick time events.
No.
Okay.
There was button pressing. It
Yeah.
would tell you what to do, but it wasn't quick time events though.
Yeah.
Quick time events was just that's all God of War is.
Yeah.
Here, hit buttons.
I think I'm gonna have to call mine out at Minecraft. Sorry, bud. Man, I've got a couple of different degrees, and the one that I don't use is architecture.
No, like with all the different add-ons and stuff, like, you know, Minecraft can be fun.
Well, I mean, as an engineering student, I can appreciate Minecraft.
Yeah,
Same.
yeah.
I like if you guys actually like engineering, I would recommend Kerbal Space Program. It's really fun. If you like rocket engineering.
Yeah, when I look at it, it looks so complicated to me though. I'm just like, I don't know.
It's not that
It
complicated.
is pretty intricate.
Once you get it down to brass tacks, you can look up. Once you just separate it out to parts that you need.
It's
You can
not
just
that
build, like, a
complicated. It's
one-stage
just
rocket.
rocket science.
Yeah, what do you think it is? Rocket science? Because it actually is.
Yeah.
Well, it's like it looks complicated, but it's actually not. Like the more complicated stuff's when you get into outer space, but like just building rockets and stuff isn't that complicated.
You know what?
You, like,
I
clip
see what
together
you
parts.
did there, Pod. You got your second one in. Oh,
Yeah.
you jerk.
No, it's actually not one of my favorite games. It's kind of hard to play.
I will have to give it a check out. But anyway, guys, we're coming to the end of our hour, and I just want to give a big thank you to everyone that came along. We've got the Politic Pod Chair View, Bobb himself, and thank you very much American Anarchist, for coming on the Dolphin Radio Show for an outside the wheelhouse about games.
Yeah, sorry about
I'll
missing
go
it.
ahead. I haven't done it yet, but I'll go ahead and throw Anarchist's links up for you guys who want to check him out. He's not on our side, but he likes all the right games, so it's worth talking to him. That's kind of what the show is all about, man.
Well, maybe we can convert him eventually because we got cookies, so you know.
we got the
That turns
the
into a
good
Niga Higa video.
I
This
know.
show is
cookies.
by Tenacity. And don't forget to visit our other sponsor, Apathy, or don't. Who cares? Bobb Himself is a product of Bobb Himself and does not represent the views or intent of anything other than Bobb Himself. And thank you guys for all attending, and we'll see you next week. Later.
Bye.